All right, what is up, everybody? Chris Grant here, and welcome to this week's Tactical Tuesday. So I teased this in the FBA Tactical Arbitrage group a little bit earlier, and I need to discuss it before we really get going on the show. But there are going to be some changes to Tactical Tuesday. Tactical Tuesday is going to be rebranded to Tactical Thursday. And the reason for this is my son just started basketball, and I am coaching, and practices are on Tuesday nights. So we went to practice this evening, and I didn't make it back in time, but I don't want to be rushing things around and so on and so forth. So we're going to change things up. So, but that'll be effective next week. Now, if you are on the email list for the replays, then I've already made the changes, and starting next week, everybody will be notified that it's no longer on Tuesday. Okay, so you'll get a you'll get an email. So let's get rolling. We got a lot of good stuff tonight. Tonight we're going to be going over tools. Now, for newer folks, here's what I will say right off the bat: don't buy any tools. Not to start off with. Make some money with Tactical Arbitrage first. It's not necessary to go out and buy every gadget because Tactical Arbitrage is already a Swiss Army knife. However, when you want to put a little bit of NOS on the drag racer that Tactical Arbitrage is, then there are some tools that you can add that make sourcing easier, faster, and dare I say, more fun. Okay, and definitely more profitable. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through all of those. Some of them are free, and some of them are paid. I do have discount codes for all the paid ones. Fortunately, I was able to get those set up. And then, of course, we are going to be giving away some things. Now, I'm not wearing my sick Tactical Arbitrage shirt tonight, but we are going to be giving away 2 Tactical Arbitrage shirts. We are going to give away 2 copies of IP Alert. I've got 5 OA Cheddar lists to give away. And then, of course, we've got 3 100 packs of poly bags from the guys over at iLoveSupplies.com. So we've got a ton of stuff to give away as usual. And while we're thinking about that, I'm going to drop the link to put your name and your the first initial of your last name into the Google form. Let me drop this in both the Zoom chat as well as the YouTube chat here. And if you want to just drop your first name and the first letter of your last name in there, I will be pulling out some names here at the end of the stream here. So, oh, and of course, I will take any questions you guys have. We'll go through them and so on. So let me go back to my dashboard, make sure I'm not sharing the wrong screen with you guys, and I will start sharing my screen with you. So let's do share screen. Sorry, guys. Share. All right. There we go. Desktop, Google Chrome. That's what I need to share. All right. So you guys should be able to see my my Tactical Arbitrage account. Now I'm going to really quickly get the chat out. Let me open this back up. pull this chat out so I can make sure I get everybody. Okay, perfect. Hey, Sam, I just dropped a link right above your name there. Make sure to fill that out for me so we can give some things away here. Okay, so Tactical Arbitrage does not need anything. And as a matter of fact, it was not that long ago that some features were purchased for you guys. And hey, Cheney, thanks so much, man. I appreciate this. Best part of your Tuesday. Again, if you missed it, next week it does switch to Thursday. So hopefully it's not going to keep people from coming and tuning in due to Thursday night football. But I will try to make it as entertaining as possible, and we'll try to keep them to an hour on Thursdays because I don't want to keep anybody from watching some football now that the season is back on. But so what I was going to say is you'll remember not too long ago that actually in the reverse search there were some paid add-ons. It was these scan bestsellers and so on. You had to have Storefront Stalker Pro, and these became free. Okay, Tactical Arbitrage actually built those in for everybody rather than them needing to be added on. However, there's still a good reason to have Storefront Stalker Pro, and I'm going to show that here in just a moment. We're also going to go over Tactical Bucket a little bit. We're going to go over a tool called Salesgazer and also a tool called Tactical Search Engine. And then, of course, there's RevSeller as well. RevSeller is not so much a tool that you need with Tactical Arbitrage or that really complements Tactical Arbitrage as much as it just does sourcing, but it is something that I think is a great tool to have. So first things first, let's go over the free ones, okay? And first on the list is going to be Salesgazer. Now, if you guys have not ever, if you've not used Salesgazer before, Salesgazer is a email inbox. That's it. And what this was built to do, this was the brainchild of myself and a friend. What this was built to do is actually go in and be a repository for all of the sales emails that come at you every single day. Now, you could go into Tactical Arbitrage and you could sign up to every single site that is out there. However, it is now done for you. So you'll see here that eBates just sent out a newsletter that there is a flash sale. Take 20% off. And it looks like there's also 6% cash back, and you get the code for the flash sale at Kohl's, and it's right there for you to see. Now, all you have to do to be able to get an account for this is go to salesgazer.com and sign up. It's absolutely free, costs $0. Now, the one thing that I know has confused people on occasion is once you are in here, these do not pop up automatically, okay? Once you're in this account here, you need to go and click on the gear icon. Sorry, bear with me a second. Here we go. And once you're in the gear icon, you're actually going to see all of the store newsletters. In these store newsletters, you can break them down by country. So if you just wanted German sites, or if you just wanted sites from Spain, you can do that. Of course, I know most of us are going to be in the USA, so we can go here. And then you can actually subscribe and unsubscribe by clicking the box at the top, or you can do one by one. Now, for example, I've unsubscribed a few. You see, I unsubscribed from Adidas as an example, and then I'll go and I'll unsubscribe from Backcountry, and then I won't see those anymore, okay? If we go to the inbox here, once you're subscribed to all those, they'll all show up in your inbox. They're all going to be just like a regular email inbox. The newest will be at the top. We can go in and we can actually search. So if we want to type in Barnes, we're going to get Barnes & Noble here, and we'll be able to see all 1,076 results from just Barnes & Noble. And then, of course, when you open them up, you can mark it as unread. If you want to make sure you see it again, you can star it for later on, or you could move it to the trash so that it's gone from your inbox. This thing fills up really fast. I think I deleted everything out of here like 2 weeks ago, maybe, and I've got like 33,000 emails. So this is a really easy way to keep track of all of the sales emails and things that are coming at you all the time. And you don't have to clog up your own inbox. Now, you can also search these messages. So if we wanted to put in a % up here and hit enter, we can do that as well. And then it's going to pull up all of the items that have a % in them. Or let's say we want to do 40, okay? Put in 40 up here. And sorry, this is running really slow since I've got so many screens open, excuse me. My Stealth Life over on YouTube. I do not have BuyBot Pro currently, so I will need to go and buy it, and then I can talk about that with a little bit more knowledge. But I'd be more than happy to talk about BuyBot Pro in another video. So if we go up to this search function here, you can like type in 40, and then you're going to get all the emails where you have 40 in here. So we can see AE.com, American Eagle, on September the 10th, which is today. Drop everything and shop 40% off all bottoms. So cool and cozy coats at 40% off. So there's all kinds of ways you can slice this data. How do you mass email delete inside of here? That's a good question. Go back here to the inbox, and we are going to select all of these. We hit the drop down, and you can select all, and then, oops, let's hit this drop down, select all. That should have all of them selected. Sorry, it keeps unselecting them here. Select all. Oh, we either found a bug live. Anyway, I would delete these one page at a time. Just select them all there and hit the trash button. And it's, of course, slowing up on me. I think we may have found a bug in that select all button here, but we'll get that fixed. And you can delete those. So I would suggest not letting these sit too long. I've got 33,000 in there. So that is, it just takes forever to go through all of those. I will have that looked at though, and we'll get that big select all feature put back in there so that we can get through a bunch of them. All right. So that is Salesgazer. It's simple. It's free. If we do it, do we go ahead and unsubscribe our business email from all of them? Sami, that would be up to you. If you wanted to get rid of, whatever emails you're subscribed to, you could do that. I don't, so I'm kind of a glutton for punishment, and I'm deleting emails out of my email all day long. But I want to make sure that if I buy something, I don't accidentally miss it in my business email. So I end up not unsubscribing from the places that I've bought from. Sam, when starting the TA search, is there any way to tell from the email if we should add the discount as a store filter or if the price is already adjusted on the website? Typically, you're not going to be able to know for sure. So, for example, this Left Lane Sports is in the TA hospital, so I'm not ruining anything for anybody. But if you have this take extra 25% off site wide and we open it up, you'd actually have to go into the website really quickly and see if the prices are actually changed. This one is with a code. So typically with a code, it's not going to adjust the prices pre-putting the code in. Okay, so you won't have to, you'll want to have that in there already, or you'll want to have that code in there, and you'll want to put in the 25% off in the actual discount screen. What is the TA hospital? The TA hospital is our cute way of saying that a website is broken. So there are sites all the time that have changes, get broken, have to be fixed. Typically, it's a couple sites a week or so. A lot of them get fixed before anybody ever realizes it, but they go to the TA hospital or the domain hospital, and they get fixed, and then they get added back into Tactical Arbitrage once they are all taken care of. Left Lane Sports just happened to twist their ankle on a marathon, and they're getting taken care of right now. All right, so that is Salesgazer. It's nice and easy to use. Can you use Salesgazer in conjunction with Raise.com, and which one is better? Absolutely. Neither one. I mean, Raise.com is where you buy discount gift cards. And of course, they have some sales on there every now and again. But Salesgazer it's just a place where you can get all these sales emails. So basically, all that we did is we had people go out and subscribe to every single email newsletter from every single site we could think of. And now you just have a big inbox that gets flooded with what most people would consider spam. And then Raise.com is just something that you buy discount gift cards. So I would be using them together. You should actually get emails in Salesgazer from Raise.com. If you create an XPath, are you able to add that website to Salesgazer? What you have to do if you want to add a site to Salesgazer is you go into the little gear icon, or you hit this little question mark up here, okay? And then you can actually, if you hit that question mark, come on. Eventually, it will pop up a little box that will allow you to suggest a site, okay? And you can suggest a site, and we'll work on getting it added. All right, that is running slow with all of this. So yes, if you create an XPath, you can get that added to Salesgazer, no problem. All right, any questions on Salesgazer before we move on? Next, we're going to go over to Storefront Stalker Pro. I'm going to show you guys how to use it, number one, but then I'm also going to show you some of the advanced ways to use it to kind of go in and make things a little bit faster for you. Okay, so I do not own Brickseek.com. I have to make this. The question is, do you still support the Brickseek extension? Is it still working? So I have to make this disclaimer. I do not own the Brickseek.com website, nor do I have any affiliation with them. However, there is an extension called the Brickseek Add-On that I created. It was my second extension ever built. And it is actually with my developer being fixed right now. It'll allow you to search multiple zip codes in Brickseek with just a click of a button, etc. It'll be back soon. My developer told me that he would have it up and running ASAP for me because it has been broken for a long time. Doesn't have many users, so it kind of got put on the back burner. But I figured I would get it fixed, and we're going to pop it back out there on the market. And Brickseek has also expanded the number of sites that they support, so the extension also needs to go in and expand those. So Alton, it'll be soon, yes. All right, that is Salesgazer. So let's talk a little bit about Storefront Stalker Pro. Now, Storefront Stalker Pro is a paid extension. It's built by my buddy, Nate McAllister. If you guys have it, great. I'll show you some cool ways to use it. If you don't have it, I have a discount code, so don't go buy it quite yet. I'll drop that discount code here in a few minutes. But Storefront Stalker Pro is going to allow you to do a couple of things. Number one, it's going to allow you to grab ASIN lists or groups of ASINs from searches on Amazon.com. It's also going to allow you to go in and grab ASINs from storefronts, and then we can actually bulk grab ASINs, okay? So I'm going to show you a couple of ways you can do that. First of all, we're on this page. This has several things. This is just the action toy figures. And if we go into, let's open up comics, okay? We open up comics. In here, we have 247 toys and games in here, okay? And if you right-click on the page, you can go to Storefront Stalker Pro, and grab all ASIN from this seller / page. And this will take just a few seconds. It's running a little slow with my screen recording, but this will grab all the ASIN so that you can upload it into reverse search. Okay, so everybody knows how to do that. Now, the other thing that we can do is if we go in and look at the sellers on Amazon, so we can see Amazon is selling this. We can also see that Verve Ventures is selling it. We can go in here and we can grab the ASINs from this particular seller. Now, you can actually do it from this page. So if we go in here and hit Storefront Stalker Pro, it'll actually grab them from this page. But the better way to do it is to actually go into the storefront itself. This one has over 100,000 results. I'm going to guess that they are drop shipping, and a big drop shipper at that. But you can actually go in and grab them from here. Now, on a storefront this big, you're only going to be able to get like 9,600 or so, be about 150 pages worth of products. And I apologize if you can hear the dog in the background. We got a puppy and he starts training on Friday so that he will stop that. Now, the other thing that we can do, let's go back to action figures. In this action figures, one of the cool things that a lot of people don't do is they don't use the bulk feature. So what we're going to do here is I've opened up a Google Sheet, and in this Google Sheet, we're going to start putting some links. Okay, so if we're going to grab this Star Wars link. So what you'll see here is over here in the featured characters and brands, I can right click on this and I can copy the link address. And if I go to my Google Sheet, I can paste this in here. And you see I've got a nice, really long link. And then I'm going to go to the next. I'm going to go to the next row here. I'm going to go back and I'm going to grab the Marvel link. So right click, copy link address, go back here, and I'm going to grab that. And just to kind of keep this brief, I'm going to go just grab one more. I'm going to grab these Transformers ASINs. I'm going to copy that link address again, and I'm going to put that into the third one here. Now, we are going to save this. All right, so file, I'm going to download this as a CSV file. Now, that's important, okay? I'm going to download this as a CSV file, and you can name it whatever you want. I'm actually going to name this 1, so it shows up at the top here. Hey, Nate McAllister showed up. What's up, sir? Glad to have you in here, man. This is Nate's baby. Storefront Stalker Pro is Nate's brainchild. Now, once we have this downloaded, we're going to go back to Amazon. We're going to left click on the Storefront Stalker Pro icon. We're going to hit choose file, and we're going to upload this file that we just created. Okay, now you'll remember that's got 3 different links in there. Okay, we're going to hit open, and what it's going to do is it's going to upload this file. We select the merge file, so now we're going to grab all 3 of those links. We're going to grab all the ASINs from them, and it's going to give us one file back. So if we hit start, Storefront Stalker Pro is going to go out and do its thing. It's going to open up all these pages. It's going to grab all the ASINs. So we got 1,000 coming from here, and we're going to let this work for just a minute, let it do its thing. It's going to grab all these ASINs. Then it's going to go to the next link, and it's going to grab all those ASINs, and so on and so forth. Okay. And I don't know if there is a limit to the number of links that you can put in there. But I wouldn't go too huge. You don't want to get files that have 400,000 or 500,000 ASINs at a time, but grabbing 25, 35, 45,000 ASINs and then splitting them up into bite-sized chunks for reverse search in tactical arbitrage is going to be a good thing. Sorry, this is taking a second here. Just move this. There we go. Move that down. I tested this before we went live just to make sure it worked, and it was working fine. So I would imagine that me being on screen is probably going to make it lock up on me. But anyway, once you do this, once you have it running the way that we just had it running, it's going to open up a page just like this. It's going to grab all the ASINs, and then it will go on to the next link, and then the next link. And what I'll actually do is tomorrow I'll create a video on this when I'm not live and my computer's not trying to embarrass me. And I'll upload it to YouTube. I'll also shoot it out to everybody. That way you can see it in action and make sure that you know how to do it exactly properly. But this is a really great way to be able to go in and not only create multiple searches in Amazon and grab the ASINs, you can do storefronts. You can go in and grab all kinds of subcategories, because you have to remember that Amazon only allows Storefront Stalker Pro to grab so many ASINs from a category at a time. So you want to go in and dig into some of these subcategories to grab them. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. I'll make another video and I'll share that with you guys tomorrow, since technology is failing me tonight. Any questions on Storefront Stalker Pro? If not, I'm going to share with you guys what I am going to share with you guys is I do have a link to it, and then I also have a special code, which is drop 25. That'll take 25 bucks off of Storefront Stalker Pro. That should still work if you don't have it. Code is drop 25. That way you can save a few bucks on it. As long as Nate still has that active, that code will still work, and it'll save you a couple dollars. And then, of course, if you get it, shoot me an email, and I've got an entire playlist of tutorials and different ways to use it, etc. All right. Any questions on that? Nothing. You guys are a little quiet tonight. That's all right. All right. I'm going to go ahead and close that up. Now, the other, what is the max? Oh, the max number of ASINs you can pull from Storefront Stalker Pro. It depends on where you are at. Okay, if you're on a product page, so you're looking at, say, toys, you can pull up to 400 pages of them. If you are on a, yes, it is an extension. If you are on a storefront, then you can pull 150 pages. I think with a storefront, that's like 9,600 ASINs. And with a search, I believe it's 10,000 or 12,000. But it's 400 pages worth of products. But yes, Storefront Stalker Pro is an extension. You install it right onto Google Chrome, and it works for you. Nice and easy to use. Now, the next product is actually another creation of Nate McAllister's. It is Tactical Search Engine. Tactical Search Engine, I'm kind of ticked that I didn't think of this before he did. But Tactical Search Engine is a custom search engine that allows you to go in and search for things, and it will only return results for sites that are inside of Tactical Arbitrage. Okay. So the really cool thing is let's say, and Nate even has a bunch of search term inspirations in here, which are really helpful. But let's say, for example, that we want to do this one here right at the top. This particular search is going to go in and it's going to give you like an exact match, but there's also a wild card in here. So rather than being just 20% off, it's going to give you any percent off. Okay, so if we go in here and access this search engine and paste that in and hit search, you're going to get all of the items here, and you can skip over the ads as well. You're going to get all the items here, all the results that have a percentage off. So you can see here's a 70% off, and Saks Fifth Avenue is having a % off sale. Okay, 20% off Saks Fifth Avenue mobile. Now, the other thing you can do is you can sort by relevance, but you can also sort by date. So what we'll see here is after we get through the ads, you'll actually see that this was 1 day ago at Macy's. This was 1 day ago at Saks off Fifth, and so on. Let's see here. Jerry, yeah, absolutely. Shoot me. Jerry asked, I bought Storefront Stalker a long time ago. Can I still get the tutorials? Yes. Shoot me a email at chris@cleartheshelf.com or pop on over to my Facebook and hit me in Messenger, and I'll get those for you. Absolutely. So there are all kinds of ways that you can use this tactical search engine to pull up different sales that are out there, different percent offs, all kinds of things. Okay. I would suggest that you go create an account. It's absolutely free at tacticalsearchengine.com. Matter of fact, I'm going to drop that link here as well, tacticalsearchengine.com. It costs nothing. There's no upsell or anything like that. And you can go in and you can use that as much as you want. It's a really great way once you start kind of thinking of new ways or going off some of these search term inspirations and kind of thinking of different things. There's a lot of things that you can find that you would not necessarily find before. Okay. Jenna asks, can I pull ASINs from .com and use reverse search on TA, but source from Canada? It does not seem to work for me. I wanted to source from Canada, but never get results that way. That's pretty tough to do. Let's see, you want to source from Canada with reverse search. Yeah, that one's awful tough to do. You really... Let me think on that, Jenna, and shoot me a message and let me think a little bit, and I'll figure out the best way for you to be able to do that. So TA search, tactical arbitrage search engine, really, really simple, but a really good idea. And then, of course, you can submit suggestions. There's a couple of tutorials in here as well. It's all really great. Steve, shoot me is that the link there, Steve? Thank you. If it's not a link and you're just looking for it, shoot me a message. All right, now the last thing that I suggest is Tactical Bucket. Now, Tactical Bucket is another paid tool. However, it is an incredibly powerful tool. Now, I have done walkthroughs, like hour-long walkthroughs on how to use everything here. There are bulk lists. Thanks, Steve, for sharing that playlist link. There are bulk lists you can use for sites. There are XPaths that you can add. You can get exclusive XPaths, wholesale XPaths, multi-store bulk lists, which I actually use these on a regular basis. There are ASIN list tools where you can get top bestseller ASINs. You can get the ASIN extractor. And then there are top-rated sellers. So you can go and find the biggest sellers on Amazon. But the newest feature is actually this discount list. This discount list is really, really cool. And what Javier at Tactical Bucket has done is he's actually hired a bunch of VAs to go in and verify discounts. Okay. So what we're going to do here is in this discount list, I'm actually going to show only Tactical Bucket verified discounts. All right. And then I'm going to go to the discount value, and I'm going to go from the smallest to the largest. Now, what we can see here is if we scroll down, there's actually a bunch of codes. So, for example, Allegro Medical, this is not a store-wide discount, or actually, looks like it actually may be a store-wide discount. They have a one-day sale, which is 10% off with this code, one-day sale. Free shipping, no minimum. And then there's a link directly to the discount so you can take a look at it. And here it is. Use code one day sale, 10% off, free shipping, no minimum. Okay. So these have all been verified. All right. So what you can do every morning or every evening before you go to bed is you can go in here and find where these discounts are. And then you can go in and actually source those places. Okay. And again, these have all been verified by hand. So all the work is done for you, okay? Now, if I'm not mistaken, I really just started looking into this today. It's been out for a couple of days, but it gets verified daily. People are in there daily verifying those things. Yeah, you can have, Clive says we can quickly scan the sale pages as well, right? Absolutely. You could quickly scan those sale pages. So for example, let's find another one in here. Um, let's see what we can find here. Yeah, so the discount list is in Tactical Bucket. We moved on from Tactical Search Engine, which is free, to Tactical Bucket. Tactical Bucket is a paid tool. You can get a free account. I would totally suggest you go in and get a free account with Tactical Bucket. You can take a look around and see what's available, but you do have to have a paid account to get the discount list. And there is a new super discounted yearly plan, which I have access to, which will get you the discount list and a few other of the tools. Not everything, won't give you any XPaths or anything like that. And I'll be able to share that as well. Well, let's go ahead and find another one here, because Clive was wondering if you could run just the sale page, and you could. So if we go, let's do not a store-wide sale, and we got only Tactical Bucket verified. So on this one here, on 1,000 bulbs, you got 10% off all PT. I'm guessing it's plant LED tube. So if we go to the link and find out what's going on with 1000bulbs.com, we can see that it's this page here, 9,253 results. It looks like you get 10% off of these items here. So you could run those with the discount that's in there, or you could go to, here's all vintage lighting. It looks like it's a discount as well. So vintage light bulbs, and then you need to go through each one of these, okay? And it looks like the code is actually vintage, and you get 10% off. So yeah, a lot of different ways you could use that. Same asks, are all these sites already in TA, or do we need to add them? So the great thing about inside of Tactical Bucket is most of these are already inside of Tactical Arbitrage, 1000 bulbs, AC lens, etc. Now, the discount list is going to include some sites that are XPath sites that Tactical Bucket offers, but most of these Belk, Car ID, Boxed, all of these sites are inside of Tactical Arbitrage already, okay? Nothing you'll have to add. Ayana asks, what tools are best to start with for a newbie? So that's a great question. I'm glad you asked it. I talked about that a little bit on the front end. I would suggest that you actually don't buy any tools to start off with. Get whatever's free. Salesgazer.com is free. TacticalSearchEngine.com is free. You can get a free Tactical Bucket account and at least go in there and take a look at some things. And you get yourself a Tactical Arbitrage account. Make some money first. Watch all the free tutorials are out there online. Shameless plug, the whole Tactical Tuesday series should get you going. Once you actually make some money, go out and get some of these paid tools, okay? They'll make things faster, easier, more efficient, things like that. How do the credits in Tactical Bucket work? So the credits in Tactical Bucket are good for an XPath, and you get more credits at the beginning of every month. So if you have 2 credits per month, then you get 2 XPaths to add to your Tactical Arbitrage account. And then in the next month, you would get 2 more, and you'd be able to add 2 more, and then they just keep compounding on top of each other, okay? Samuel asks, as a beginner, how many items do you think I should start with in my FBA account and quantity of each item? Also, how do I know what items sell without authorization? So as a beginner, I believe that you should go an inch deep and a mile wide, so that you kind of get a gut feeling for what sells, how fast it sells, and so on. Okay. The way to find out whether or not you can sell it without authorization from, a wholesaler or anything like that, or um, getting any information from whatever, is you check your account. Inside of Tactical Arbitrage, we actually go into, let me go to my dashboard and hit view here. Inside of Tactical Arbitrage, there is a little button that will take you to your Amazon Seller Central account. These are going to, they shouldn't take too long to load. It is a little button with an A on it right here. Okay. That will take me to my Amazon Seller Central account, and it will pull up this particular product, and I'll know whether or not I can sell it. Now, there is also a restriction checker coming to Tactical Arbitrage. It's going to be there very soon in the next couple of weeks, and soon you won't even have to leave the Tactical Arbitrage page to know whether or not you can sell something. Okay. Let's see. Do you use or have you used ASIN Inspector? What are your thoughts about it? I have not used it. I probably won't ever use Ace Inspector. Ace Inspector. Ace Inspector I have used, but it's been a long time ago. I believe it's more for private label. So I'd need to go in and take a look at it again. I should probably just go buy it and look at it. I know it was good at one time, and I know that it then got sold, and so I'm just not sure about it any longer. How does the wholesale XPath work in Tactical Bucket? Do they offer a wholesale distributor? No, Tactical Bucket is not in the business of giving you wholesale distributors. Wholesale distributors you would need to get an account with, and then if they have their products online in an online catalog that's behind a paywall or a login, then you can have Tactical Bucket build you a wholesale XPath. What's up, Easy Beasy? How do you doing, man? You can have Tactical Bucket build you a wholesale XPath that will then scan behind that login, behind that paywall from your wholesaler. Okay. But Tactical Bucket is not there to actually give you wholesale distributors. Keisha, do you have to have an account with Keepa to see the charts in Tactical Arbitrage? No, these history charts are built by Tactical Arbitrage, and you can see these without a paid Keepa account. This is all Tactical Arbitrage data, and you don't have to have any sort of Keepa account to see the Tactical Arbitrage history chart. Do you need a Tactical Bucket account if running the wholesale XPath after they create it? Yes. There are costs involved with keeping those wholesale XPaths running. It's not just, that $40 you pay doesn't cover everything. There's server fees and maintenance and things like that. So you do have to have an active Tactical Bucket account or it will go away. Let's see here. Why are TA sales estimations lower than Jungle Scout? Because every single sales estimation is that. It is an estimation. It is based on proprietary algorithms. Jungle Scout has theirs. Tactical Arbitrage has theirs. Jungle Scout, you will remember, is based on whatever rank that you put in. I'm guessing that you're putting in the current rank. Tactical Arbitrage is based on the average rank. So it takes some estimations based on averages rather than on current sales ranks. And the reason it does that is because sales rank is a snapshot in time. So using an average rank is a little bit closer. There we go. So I'm going to dig through some of these questions, guys. Mike, what would be a good routine / best practice with using TA to get results daily? So this is going to sound simple, and I don't mean this in a smart-ass way, but running scans daily, okay? What I would suggest is that you go into a place like this discount list with Tactical Bucket. You go into a place like Salesgazer, and you look for sales. You find out where the sales are happening. Okay, so if Kohl's is having a sale today, take advantage of whatever sales are happening there. If Walgreens is having a sale, take advantage of those. Run those scans, okay? Find the discount gift cards, find the cash back, make sure you're maximizing those, and put everything into your discounts, okay? So site discounts, discount gift cards. If you want to include discount cashback in your ROI and profit, you can do that, and then run those on a regular basis, okay? Tactical, there is no magic bullet to becoming really good with tactical arbitrage. It is just consistency, okay? It's consistency in running scans. It's consistency in going through those results and then pulling out the winners and buying them. And that really is the best practice. That's all there is to it, man. Let's see here. In reverse search, how do I pull items and list them at a lower price? Samuel, I'm not 100% sure what you mean. How do you pull them and list them at a lower price? Can you kind of expand on that for me a little bit? Do you think it's important to have a paid version of Keepa? In my opinion, yes. I do believe that having the paid version of Keepa is important and worth it. I like the data I like all of the data right on the product detail page on Amazon. Maybe I'm a little old school for that. But there's also some other things you can do. And maybe one of these weeks we'll actually do like a Keepa deep dive again and kind of dive into all of the things that Keepa can do. Because I know we get new people every single week. But they've also provided us with data for so long for free that I kind of feel obligated to pay them a couple of bucks because they deserve it, to be quite honest. I've had tactical arbitrage for a couple of months and haven't made money from it. Wondering what I could be doing wrong. Adrian, that would be, I mean, it just depends. I would have to see exactly what you're doing inside of tactical arbitrage. I'll tell you what I will do for you, Adrian. If you will email me at chris@cleartheshelf.com, let's set up a time. I'll spend 20 minutes with you and kind of put you on the right direction. Okay. I want to see you make some money with tactical arbitrage. And so we'll do that. And if you are okay with it, maybe we'll record it and we'll release it as a YouTube video after you find some results, if that would be all right. So shoot me an email at chris@cleartheshelf.com. David, regarding the TA restriction checker, do you think you will be able to source/filter out restricted items you cannot sell? I am not sure, David. I will have to check on that. Really, I'm kind of giving out all the information that I really can so that I don't step on Alex's toes or drop something I shouldn't. What scanning tool do you suggest for retail arbitrage? The Amazon Seller app is free. Okay, so that would probably be your go-to first. If money is not an issue, I would suggest ScanPower or Scoutify from Inventory Lab. Those would be my two go-tos if money is not an issue, though. What is an XPath? An XPath is a way that you can add a site to tactical arbitrage that's not already there. So in my tactical arbitrage account, you will see that I have a bunch of sites that tactical arbitrage automatically includes: Kohl's, Walmart, Walgreens, Target, and all these other sites. But then I also have hundreds of sites that are not included with a regular subscription, like A1supplements.com. That is an XPath that was built for me that I can add now that I can scan, and anybody without that XPath cannot scan it. As a newbie, go with the sales and discounts and find what works instead of finding a niche. Ayana, that's a great question. So she's wondering is as a new seller, do you go with sales and discounts, or do you find a niche? So I would go with sales and discounts, and then you'll find a niche organically. Okay, but sales and discounts are going to be ways that you can create a return on investment. You can create a profit that may not be there. And then the other thing you're going to do is as you're going through these sales and discounts, you're going to learn the cycles. Okay, because I can tell you one of my favorite sources, they have a sales cycle. It is on a regular basis, and I can pretty much set my clock to when it's going to happen. Okay, and then now I have because I know their sales cycle, I also have a niche that I enjoy selling in, and it just happens to sync up with a site that has a regular sales cycle. Let's see here. Have I used Storefront Scheduler Pro? Do I recommend it? Yes, Storefront Scheduler Pro is great. It'll go in and grab ASINs that are being added on a regular basis. I have it. I use it. I get the report from them every day. It's definitely worth the money. If here's my thing about tools. Okay, like I'm a tool junkie. I am a course junkie. Over the past year, I've probably spent like literally $10,000 on tools and courses. I put my money where my mouth is, and I want to learn things, and I'm always looking for something that maybe I don't know. Okay, so I will buy just about any tool and see if it will help me or give me a slight edge. And Storefront Scheduler Pro is one of those. And so if money is not an issue, if it's not going to hurt your sourcing budget, I would definitely suggest buying any tool you can that, of course, is not an absolute piece of junk. Clive, so with the Keep It API, there are a few things that I really keep for my Tactical Academy folks. And I know that it may seem like it's not fair, but when it comes to the Keep It API, I have gone really in depth with my Tactical Academy folks, and I've got to keep some things just for them. They've even got software that they can use with the Keep It API. So I can't really go too deep into the Keep It API. Tactical Bucket, how does the ASIN extractor work? The ASIN extractor, it goes in and it will grab ASINs from super large storefronts. So that store that we showed a little bit earlier with 100,000 products, that would be something where the ASIN extractor could grab that. Ashley, Tactical Arbitrage is actually using the average 30-day rank for estimated sales. Alton, I would not suggest getting the Tactical Arbitrage XPath builder. So I did, when it first came out, I shared that with people. I thought it was awesome. At the time, it was a little difficult to use, but over time, the developer stopped. They stopped answering questions about it. They stopped supporting it, and they lost my support as well. It still works. It's just very, very confusing. And if there's a question about it, the developer is basically ghosted. So I cannot suggest the TA XPath builder any longer. Clive, if you have a Keepa plan to see sales rank in the Keepa API subscription, can I cancel my regular Keepa plan and still see sales rank with the API plan? No, they're two separate things. Is Tactical Arbitrage geared toward replens or more sales and discounts? Tactical Arbitrage can do both, Ted. That's a good question, though. I happen to be running some really large scans right now where we're looking specifically for replens. And I'm going for items that are not on sale that I'm going to be able to buy at regular price and then resell at a higher price. However, I talk here on Tactical Tuesday with a lot of folks who are newer to Tactical Arbitrage, and I want to make sure that they get a quick win. And even people who aren't newer, following those sales and discounts can actually turn into replens. There's a site that I source, and I know that they have this one particular sale on this particular niche of products once a month. So I can go in and I can source this sale once a month. Excuse me. I can source this sale once a month, and I can actually replen based on that sale. So the answer is both. Carmen, with the new permissions button that will be added to TA, will it include checking for hazmat restrictions? I believe so. Is RevROI still needed, or does RevROI have a more important purpose? RevROI, I mean, no, honestly. RevROI, Alex built it into Tactical Arbitrage, okay? In the source price adjustments, you can go into cashback and you can turn that on auto, okay? Same with gift cards. You can flip those on, okay? And you can go in and it pulls all that data. So RevROI is not necessary any longer. Would I love for people to keep it because I built it? Absolutely. But it's not. And eventually down the road, once I get into it, I will probably end up doing something with it and maybe making it free or something like that. And yes, check permission shouldn't be needed anymore. Ashley, ASIN dumper. I cannot go into ASIN dumper publicly. That is for Tactical Arbitrage Academy folks only. I would imagine that's where you found out about it. I did dive into that there if you're in that group. If not, or you have a question or something, shoot me a message and I will go into it. Oh, excuse me, guys. Why I am on a webinar, buddy. All right, there you go. Okay, go hop in bed, kiddo. All right, sorry about that. Okay, he did head out. Very good. All right. Let's see here. Can Tactical Bucket create an XPath for wholesale websites if I provide my login info? Yes, absolutely it can. What's the best way to find new sites outside of TA or Tactical Bucket? Honestly, I would go to discount gift card sites or sites like, oh shoot, go to cashback sites and scroll through those sites and figure out which ones are having discount gift cards and things like that. All right, there you go, kiddo. Thanks for having clothes on this time. And go through the ones that have discount gift cards, go through the ones that have cash back, and you'll be able to find some new sites that way. That'd be a great one. How does reverse search work, and should I use it as a beginner? Yes, I would be using reverse search all the time. We went through reverse search in, I believe, week number 2 of Tactical Tuesday, and I would suggest you go through that whole video, okay? Reverse search, basically, you take a list of ASINs from Amazon, and you go and let Tactical Arbitrage search all the sources on TA for those items rather than just searching Walmart, just searching Kohl's, just searching Target. Victoria asks, excuse me, how do I get an API key? I tried to do Walmart, but did not understand how to utilize it. Right now, the Walmart API is closed to new users. Is adding sites through XPath hard to learn if I'm not a really technical person? Okay, this is a great question, Sami. Hopefully I'm saying your name right, Sami. People ask all the time, hey, I want to learn how to create XPaths. I want to build my own. If you're not technical, or if you don't have a ton of time on your hands, honestly, it is not worth the time. Okay. Tactical Bucket will create the XPaths for you. If you don't want another subscription, go to a place like Upwork or Freelancer or Fiverr.com and have an XPath built for you. It shouldn't cost you more than $20 or $25 to have one built. That should work with Tactical Arbitrage. And if you have Tactical Bucket, you get 2 a month for $39, okay? Every single month, plus all the other features. So honestly, in my opinion, it's not worth it. I like to just throw money at it and get it taken care of. But if you really want to figure it out, if you go to YouTube and search how to build an XPath, there are a couple of tutorials out there. I don't know how good they are because I haven't watched them, and I've never tried to build an XPath because I don't care to learn. That probably makes me sound like a jerk, but I just don't. That's not something I want to do. Other things. How do you see the past videos for Tactical Tuesdays you keep referring to? I will send out a link to them in the email. I see you've registered, so I will send out not only a link to this particular video, but the actual entire playlist once I get up the thumbnail and the description and everything tomorrow. Now, I'm going to keep going on questions, guys, but before we get too far along, I want to make sure to let everybody know that they need to drop in their name for the giveaways, okay? Drop those into that Google form, and we'll be pulling some names out at the end. Hopefully nobody cheated and put in more than one name, but that'll be all right. We'll get that all figured out. We'll be giving away some OA Cheddar lead lists, some poly bags from the guys over at iLoveSupplies.com, 2 copies of IP Alert, the extension that Nate McAllister and myself built to protect you from intellectual property bullies. We got OA Cheddar list, and then of course 2 Tactical Arbitrage shirts. My boy Will is clutch and shared the Tactical Tuesday YouTube list. I appreciate that, sir. I'm going to go ahead and share that over in the YouTube chat as well. That is the playlist for Tactical Tuesdays. Every single video goes there, and it'll be ready for you to watch. Alton, I've never really messed with Helium 10. Probably another tool I should get into. Scott, yes, I am glad my son had clothes on this time. Okay. What is the need to create an XPath? There is not necessarily a need, okay? But here's the way I like to explain it. An XPath, okay, we've got 600 sites in the US or so, somewhere around 600 to source from inside of Tactical Arbitrage. Now, if we think of all these sites as ponds, some of them are going to be overfished. Walmart, for example, everyone and their brother cousin sources at Walmart, okay? Or tries to source at Walmart. Now, yes, there is still money to be made there. It's very possible to make money at Walmart. However, it can be more difficult. You need to look a little bit harder. You need to look in different ways, okay? However, if I want to go to a place like A1supplements.com, only the people who have had that XPath created can fish there. That pond is stocked with product, but there are only 5 fishermen instead of 500 fishermen, if that makes sense. Okay. Same goes for the hundreds of other XPath sites that I've had added to my account. Okay. All those places are places where I can source that a lot of other people cannot. And that is really the reason for an XPath to be created and added to Tactical Arbitrage. How to pick the best sources to run TA on. I'm stuck on running TA on the big box store websites. How do I get out of that mindset and approach it differently? Yasser, that is a great question. I will tell you what I tell everybody else. Go in here, okay? Scroll down to the bottom and go in reverse alphabetical order. Just pick a site, okay? Go to this Zounds or Zounds.com and run it. You may not find anything. You may come up Bupkis, but it will get you out of that rut, okay? Go to Zoomies, Zappos. They sell on Amazon, but there's money to be made there, okay? So go in reverse alphabetical order. Get yourself used to being in different places to source. If I get Tactical Bucket, will those websites added to TA be added? So all of them, no. You get 2 credits per month regularly. I have a God mode plan. I need to send you an invite for God mode. Okay. With God mode, you get all of the XPath sites that Tactical Bucket offers, although it costs a lot more money. Okay. But yeah, and yes, all you have to do is click on the Tactical Bucket extension. It will sync Tactical Bucket XPaths. It will install them. Look, there are 11 new ones for me to install right now. One of them has been moved to the hospital, and then it will update any other ones. Excuse me while I take a sip here. So right there, all of those were taken care of, and they fixed Tilly's.com. Let's see here. Do I know of any extension that can help find the frequently bought together products or help find bundle opportunities? It's funny you mentioned that. I actually thought about making a frequently bought together products extension. However, what I would suggest, Alton, is if you go to the dashboard and you put in you put the ASIN in Tactical Edge and open it up, you'll actually see frequently bought together inside of Tactical Edge. Okay, inside of Tactical Edge. That's probably the best, easiest way to find that information. Does each XPath download only one site? Yes, each XPath is good for one site. Adrian says, thank you. Absolutely. Sam, great info. Thank you, sir. Gabriel says, how does the history chart on Tactical Edge compare to the Keepa chart? Would you break down Tactical Edge? I feel it gives you a lot of information. History chart, sellers, inventory, ROI, profit, possibly more. How good is it actually? Tactical Edge is incredible. Matter of fact, I know people who run Tactical Edge on particular products on a daily basis. Does anybody have a throwaway ASIN for me by chance that I could just throw into Tactical Edge? So we can go over this Tactical Edge here really quick. Oh, I forgot to mention, Tactical Bucket has a new plan. Okay, it's a yearly plan. It's typically $250, and it gives you the discount list. It's going to give you these ASIN list tools, the bulk list tools. Going to give you everything except for XPaths. And typically it's $250 a year, but I have a code for $50 off. Okay, so oops, sorry guys. Let's do this. Let's do that. TB. Shoot. Close that. Here we go. So if you guys want to do the yearly plan on Tactical Bucket for $199 instead of the typical $250, you just use code CTS, and you can get it's kind of the light plan of Tactical Bucket for just $199 rather than $250. It's definitely worth it. Okay. Chris, is it recommended in the remove filter in TA to remove sets, bundles, and so on, since the Amazon catalog is so messed up? Yes, TA can give you a false positive when the Amazon catalog does not show that an item is a pack or a quantity. Okay. When you use the when you use the Tactical Bucket extension, does it import the discounts? Yes, it will import those discounts for you. If you are not interested in going through all the data, okay, then yes, I would suggest removing set, bundle, pack, and so on. However, if you are able to spend a little extra time, I would leave them there. Every now and again, you're going to find a diamond in the rough that will be very worth it that other people are not going to find. The other thing you can do is you could filter after the scan. You filter with the on-page filters, okay? And so a lot of times those packs, sets, bundles, etc., are going to show you gross ROIs of like 3,000%. Well, remove everything that's, over 200% ROI and only look at the items that are from 0 to 199% ROI. Let's see. Apologies if this was mentioned before, but it seems like my results have been coming up slower than in previous months, years. Nothing changed on my end, though I did see some others mentioning the same thing recently. So I was curious of the status of that. Thanks a lot. Okay, so if you mean like page scrolling being slow, one of the big things is I would suggest that you go down to 10 views per page, okay? 10 views per page or 10 products per page, 25 tops. That is going to make things a lot faster, okay? There was just a speed up on the history chart, so it should be, but if there's something else you mean, let's see, in other words, not saying to keep, okay. But yeah, the biggest thing is number of items per page. These things are intensive, and Google Chrome eats up a ton of memory anyway. So you're going to want to keep these small, so it will try to load a little bit faster. And I believe there's another speed up coming. Let's see here. Sorry, guys. I want to make sure I get all these questions answered here. Yes, sir. Thank you for that, ASIN. I will use that here in just a moment. In your opinion, which tool is more powerful for finding the best ASINs per category? Tactical Bucket or Keepa Product Finder? That's a good question. It depends how granular you want to get with your data. If you want to get really, really granular, Keepa Product Finder is going to be better. How do you enter the discount code in Tactical Bucket? In Tactical Bucket, if you go to your dashboard, which is going to be that profile. Let me just go to Tactical Bucket here. If I go to my dashboard, over here in the claim coupon code, there's a place to put in that coupon that code there. Great, Taya. I'm glad that helped. Okay. All right, let me get through. Let's see. Chris, can the history chart be set to 365 days out, or is it automatically set at 30 days? You can actually set that to 365 days in the settings. I cannot show you right now because I cannot get into my settings since I'm already sharing my screen. But I will. I did do that in the settings video. The ASIN extractor credit system on Tactical Bucket. Yes, the ASIN extractor credit system in Tactical Bucket means that you can only extract so many of these sites or so many of these big sellers. Okay, sorry, I am getting a phone call at 9:30 at night. And for every credit you use, that is one big storefront inside of Tactical Bucket. How do you access Storefront? It's Salesgazer, Sam. SALES Gazer.com. It is salesgazer.com. Greg, follow-up question for Amazon flips. Whenever I run them now, I get way too many average Amazon selling price results with no amounts and get thousands of results as a result of that. Yes, I know what's going on there. but I have it saved in a note, and I'll need to give that to you. I'll need to give that to you just because I'll totally mangle it. But it has to do with using one of the filters that it just needs to be unticked for right now. And I probably owe you a private message anyway, so remind me, and I'll get that note over to you. How do you enter the discount code in Tactical Bucket? I showed that. That's on the dashboard. If we go to the dashboard here, and then go to the claim coupon code. Do you have any videos showing how you can create a bundle? Ignan, I am a lazy seller. I typically do not create bundles, to be quite honest. If they are already there, I will list on one, but I don't typically create my own. There are people who are much better at that on YouTube than I am. I have a problem using EasyBulk because it doesn't allow me to pick different departments. I can only select all. Sami, please open up a ticket. I'll need to look at your account. Okay. I see you have Inventory Lab. Do you think that's necessary for a newbie, or is that a tool that can wait? Inventory Lab can wait. You don't absolutely need it to get started with. You can do your accounting in places like QuickBooks or a Google Sheet and things like that. You do not have to have Inventory Lab. You can create shipments inside of Seller Central. It is not necessary. Go make some money first. Okay. So we wanted to talk a little bit about Tactical Edge. So I've got an ASIN and we've got a doggo in the room now. So if there's some barking, I apologize. And we're going to put in this ASIN that Yasser shared with us. The price to compare is going to be $1. We're going to fetch this information here. And inside of Tactical Edge, you're going to get a ton of information, okay? One, you're going to get a history chart, all right, which is going to fill up right over here. You're going to get the title of the product, which of course is clickable and will take you to the Amazon page. I want to close some things down so we can make sure we have a little speed here. So it'll take you to the Amazon page here. You're going to get the ASIN, and there's a couple links there for you as well. We'll take you to the Amazon Seller Central. You're going to get the UPC if it shows up. It looks like there may not be a UPC for this particular product, and it looks like there is not. I don't see one with RevSeller, and Tactical Edge did not pull one either. Okay. If there was a UPC, you could actually click this button and you would get a barcode. Okay. You also get the buy price of the product, which is what we put in there. Okay, I could change that to, let's say, $2. All right. You're going to get the average Amazon price, -0.1. That doesn't seem right. Let me refresh this page. That one is being difficult. Okay, let me go grab something else here. I'll have to report that one to the dev team so they can take a look at it. Let's grab this little Pikachu instead. There we go. All right, so we've got the history chart over here. Shows us, I have mine set to 90 days. You can do 365 or all. Again, we've got the title, which we can click on, okay? We've got the ASIN here. We have the star rating, how many reviews there are, all right? If you click on the customer reviews, it'll actually take you to the product review page in case you want to go through some of those. You've got your buy price, which I put in $1. We could change that to $2 or $5 or whatever you might want to do. It'll give you the Amazon buy box price, the average Amazon price over 30 days and 90 days, the current sales rank, the 30-day average rank, the 90-day average rank. It's going to give you the number of FBA sellers. So we can see we've got 2. Currently, it looks like there are no merchant fulfilled sellers. It's going to tell you how many are priced within 2% of the buy box. So only 1, but we can see this one here is priced at $14.99, and the next one is up at $22.95. Okay. It'll give you the estimated monthly sales, which is based on Tactical Arbitrage's algorithm. Shows 79. That one, unless this is in a subcategory, that 79 is probably a little bit off. And you'll notice that things that have a really low rank can be a little bit off with the estimated monthly sales. It's going to give you the category. It'll give you the size of the product. And then we've got the frequently bought together. Okay. So we've got these Wicked Cool Toys Pokemon Clip and Go. We can see a picture of it. So this one is frequently bought together. And then we got this other Wicked Cool Toys Cubone Pokeball. Okay. So right from this page, what I might think about if I had a way to grab these is I could take this one as well as these 2, and I could make them into a bundle, and that would be a bundle. Okay, that would be a nice, easy bundle. They're all ranked really well, and if people are actually buying them together, you can probably imagine people are going to buy them in one, especially if you could maybe make it a little bit cheaper than them just buying all 3 separately. Okay. Now, the other thing inside of Tactical Edge is you've got these sellers here. Okay. So there's a couple things we can do. One, we could click on it. We can go to their storefront. Okay. And from here, we could grab all of their data if we wanted to. They only have 7 results, which is weird. This must be private label, which I'm surprised they're getting away with this. They must have some licenses, or maybe not. Weird. And then the other thing you can do is you can grab this storefront if you wanted. Okay. Also, we can click on this little blue box here. And what this is going to do is it's going to open up a reverse search, and it's going to grab all the ASINs from that particular seller automatically. It's going to load them up into reverse search for you and also give you the ability to download them. Okay, so that particular seller says they had 14 ASINs. It's got those loaded up and ready to go so that I can do a reverse search on that storefront automatically. Okay, and that can all be done from Tactical Edge. Now, the other thing we can do is we can see how many or what their rating is. So over the past 12 months, this one's 96 and this one's 100. We can see how many ratings they have, okay? Whether they're using merchant fulfilled or FBA, their current price, how many they have in stock, what the return after fees would be. This is based on my $1, okay? What the gross profit would be, and then what the gross ROI would be. And again, that's all based on my buy price, okay? And that's what Tactical Edge does for you. It just gives you kind of a deep dive into everything. So for example, let's say that this innovative children, whatever, wasn't there, okay? And we see that this seller's at $22.95, but they only have 1. Well, what we could do is we may come in here at, say, $24, and maybe we want to sell it at $24 and wait until they sell out and then sell ours. Okay, so that's kind of what Tactical Edge was built, is to give you a deeper dive there. Oh, absolutely. The reverse search of the storefront. So all you've got to do is inside of Tactical Edge is click on the blue box by the name of the store, and it's going to load up those ASINs into reverse search for you. You can download them, okay? So you could download that to a CSV file, but it'll also upload 25,000 ASINs in here, and you can just hit the search button, and it will reverse search for you. The buy value. So when I put in a buy price, that's going to be my actual cost of goods sold. So if this particular product cost me $5, Okay. Then I put $5 in here. All right. And all these numbers are then going to be inclusive of that full buy price. These profit figures after here are going to be after fees, though. My gross profit, my gross ROI, and all that stuff. How do we know who are the top 10 sellers for a product on Tactical Edge? Well, they're going to be all down here. Okay, they're going to be the ones who are closest to the buy box. Typically, the buy box is going in between the top 3 to 5% of people within the buy box price. So you're not going to know 100% sure who's selling the most. I need to go find another product that has a bunch of sellers on it. But one thing you could do is if you wanted to know for sure, like, hey, how many are these people selling per day? You could check Tactical Edge every single day, and you could see the in-stock rates on Tuesday, and then come back and look at the in-stock rate on Wednesday and see how frequently it's selling. Is it hard to find gross profits of $8 or more? Not if you are searching a lot. You need to be searching a lot. So we got to remember that Amazon is a lot different than it was like when I started selling. I could go to a Target and I could pick up anything. It felt like I could pick up anything and make 20 bucks. And nowadays you've got more real businesses selling on Amazon and realizing that you don't have to make 100% ROI and $10 profit on every single thing that you sell. Now, those things are out there, but if you scan enough and follow sales and go after products that have a typical selling price that's a little bit higher. If you're trying to sell products that typically sell for 20 to 25 bucks, you're probably not going to get an $8 profit. But if you're selling products for 40, 50, 60 bucks, should be pretty easy to find products with an $8 profit. What is the benefit of RevSeller and how would you use it in conjunction with Tactical Arbitrage? It seems Tactical Edge provides the same information. Tactical Edge does provide most of the same information as RevSeller. With RevSeller, I have my ways, and my ways are a little bit older, so I always double check the numbers. So if I'm at a buck out here, I put in my buck here. And I like to be able to see this data in the chart, but RevSeller is not needed. Okay, sometimes I'll hit the little hazmat button to make sure something's not hazmat, but you can do all that stuff inside of Tactical Arbitrage as well. It's not absolutely necessary to have it. So, but I support those guys. I think they make a great product. It was definitely needed a while ago. They've also got a cool little feature where I can actually pull all this data off of here. It'll pull the data that I choose, and then it will go in and it'll paste it into a Google Sheet for me to keep track of everything. If Amazon / shipping and your time costs $6 an item, and I want to make at least $8 gross. All right. Are the exclusive product search as XPaths part of your 2 XPaths credit per month on Tactical Bucket? No. The exclusives actually have to be built for you inside of Tactical Bucket. And so they actually are extra just because they are actually way, way more difficult to build than the ones that are available to everybody. I think I answered that. All right. So that's really about it. So if you guys have questions, I definitely want to make sure I get everybody's questions before we call it a night. Let's see, Christine, where in TA does it tell you it's hazmat? It does not do that yet. There is a restriction checker coming down the road, but it's not there yet. All right, so let's do some giveaways. Oh, Eric, I will actually give that to you right now. Let me. There we go. Use code clear the shelf, and that'll get you a 10-day trial for Tactical Arbitrage. All right, let's do some giveaways. Let's give some stuff away here. I'm going to go ahead and close off entries. So we've got 122 people. We got 122 people here. You're going to need to be here to win. Hopefully you're here. All right. So let me just copy these names here. Cancel. Actually, it looks like I'm going to have to create a new spreadsheet. All right. Sorry, guys, it's going to take 1 second, but let's figure out who's going to win some stuff tonight. Tonight, I think we are going to give away the OA Cheddar lists first. Do the OA Cheddar list first. Let me go and grab all these names. There we go. Let me pop these in here. Brian S. Very good. All right, so we've got 5 OA Cheddar lists to give away. And remember, you are going to need to shoot me an email at chris@cleartheshelf.com so I can get these to you. The first winner of the OA Cheddar list this week is Will Gagnon. Will, buddy from Columbus, you win this week, and you are now removed from winning anything else tonight. The second winner of the OA Cheddar list is Nick C. Nick C. Make sure to shoot me an email so I can get that over to you. The third winner of the OA Cheddar list is Larry W. Larry W., shoot me an email so I can get you your copy of this week's OA Cheddar list. Same A, shoot me an email. I got you that OA Cheddar list this week as well. And the last one this week, the last OA Cheddar list is Lauren P. Lauren P., you won an OA Cheddar list this week as well. Congratulations to all of you guys. Next up, we are going to give away 2 Tactical Arbitrage shirts, which I will send out to you myself. Actually, they'll be sent from Amazon, but I will buy it and ship it to you from my account. Nigel, shoot me an email, chris@cleartheshelf.com. I need to know what color, what size, and I need your address so I can get that out to you. So Nigel, shoot me an email, sir. And our second t-shirt winner is Hal W. Hal W. Shoot me an email. I will get you out a t-shirt as well. And let's do some bags from my buddy Jonathan Swart over at iLoveSupplies.com. We've got 3 people who are going to win 100 poly bags. These poly bags are the best, I think. That's what we use here anyway. Susan M. Susan M., if you will shoot me an email at chris@cleartheshelf.com, I'm going to need your address, your email, so I can get you those poly bags. Actually, Jonathan will be sending those out. And winner number 2 is going to be Calvin W. Calvin W., if you will shoot me an email, I'll get those poly bags out to you as well. And then, of course, please make sure to go and visit iLoveSupplies.com. OA Cheddar and iLoveSupplies.com are great sponsors to give away stuff every single week. Rishi J., if you want to shoot me an email at chris@cleartheshelf.com, we'll get you hooked up with some poly bags as well. Now, finally, let's give away some IP alerts. I've got 2 copies of IP Alert to give away. Jerry G., if you will shoot me an email, I will get you a copy of IP Alert. And the final winner for IP Alert is going to be Chelsea B. Chelsea B., if you'll shoot me an email, I will get you a copy as well. Now, Will and Greg, thank you for reminding me. Remember, Tactical Tuesday is being rebranded and moved to Thursday night starting next week, September the 19th. Make sure to mark your calendars. Tactical Tuesdays will become Tactical Thursdays. I will even get a new logo to make it legit. And I want you guys to be there. We will go over some fun and cool things and hopefully help you in online arbitrage and selling on Amazon. If you are on YouTube's, please smash the like button. Give me the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe and the little bell for the algorithm. That is all I will ask for. It helps me out greatly. And next week, we'll be back here, same time, same place. Not the same time, new time, same place, and we will do this again. So thanks for coming out, everybody. I appreciate you being here, and I will see you guys next week. Have a great one.